So I've decided I'm going to go straight downstairs. I'm going to interview the hardy boy and see if I can get Ruby's location, and then we'll go and tie up any loose ends we've got before we send Kim away with the body, and then I can go and tackle all the things that I need to solo. That's a plan. Got a plan, son. I'm just absolutely detectiving this shit out of this game. I love it. I love it. Oh, it said we should have investigated this window. The golden light melts away into the blue glassy darkness of your mind. There are two neon lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed. What position are they in? Like the witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been fired. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth, a ray cast from somewhere outside entering his brain. Ending him. Where does it come from? From the roof outside, location. Sorry, from the roof outside, location a prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole, shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back. Inspect the ghostly figures. The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization. Have a look at point A, the roof. The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely the origin point. Shouldn't there be gun residue outside? There could have been. Then the rain and slush and wind washed it away. This was more than a week ago. So I'm what, 80% sure the roof is where the shot was made from? 72%. With a weapon that's good for medium range, like a rifle or sports pistol, this is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one shot. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium, a well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside, in the darkness, too busy with their own bodies. Are there any arguments against A prime, the roof? None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any. Could the shot came from inside the room, a closer point? Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, okay? Could there have been another point of origin further away? That's a 28% yes. In the model, the shot could have came from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez? Yes. You would need a map for that, a map of Martinez. There would be a map on sale in the bookstore, wasn't there? That's right. I can buy that now, I've got loads of money. The lieutenant leans closer. You're thinking, what if the shot didn't come from the roof? Yes. There was a map in the bookstore. Let's go. So we've got a couple of... We're just finding more and more leads. Right, I'm going to go and interview the hardy boy. Titus. Big Titus. And what we've also got, remember, is we've got the bullet I can inspect in my inventory. I'll do that after we've interviewed the guy. And my mouse pointer isn't working. Like, what the fuck? Hold on. For some reason, my mouse pointer is not working when I click on regular things. It's like only working when I click on objects. It's a strange glitch. There we go, it's fixed. Right, let's go. I couldn't actually walk across the room. What's going on?
It's you again. What is it?
Okay, I talked to class chair, now I need to talk to Ruby. Why? He leans back and regards you with curiosity. Because she's your real leader. I'm going to level with you. She's the next link in the chain that leads me to Lily's killer. I've seen her in a delirium. Right. Because she's your real leader. You're a cuckoo cop. His smile hides a flash of anger. I'm the only man responsible for this unit. Get with it or fuck off. How many times must I tell you? Yeah, fuck off. She's a suspect in another case I'm investigating, a drug smuggling. Sounds like you want to push that steaming pile of shit on anyone, and now you've picked Ruby. Well, not on my watch you won't. Ruby's one of us. We're not going to throw her under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck that shit. And fuck you too. He throws a glance at Titus as the last syllable leaves his lips. The big guy sighs. Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys. That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. He crosses his arms. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here. Think you could fuck off now? I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking. Logic. Right, hold on. Logic close. Glasses. Top. Is there anything that minuses logic? Right? Let's give this a shot.
It's you again. What
I
is
need
it?
this to pass. I need it to pass. Yes! A sudden flash of lightning in your neocortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its eerie blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotion all channeled into a single thought. Why are you so sure Ruby didn't off him? Because she was here all night with us. He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101. She was here all night. The lieutenant ignores the tattooed man. 11:30 to 12:25. She was here during all that time. Yeah, with us drinking. Near the stage there. He points to the karaoke stage. She didn't go out for fresh air for one smoke? No. In the whole 45-minute window, she was with you all the time. Alright, she took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment, maybe. Went out too. She has an operation to run from her lorry. He points to the intersection. We're not getting into that operation. We are not getting into what that operation is again, cop. That's probably for the best. Don't break your stride now. And just cause she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot him. He taps on his temple. I've been through this. It's not plausible. Alright, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now let's place her on that roof. You got his attention. Now don't ruin it by making weird claims. Remember, you can still mess this up. Right. There's a secret route in the kitchen that leads straight to the roof. Through what looks like an abandoned pinball workshop. People say there was a pinball arcade here, sometime before the hostel. What was it called, Theo? East Delta Pinball Arcade, the old man coughs. Weird place, went bankrupt. Weird how? You're wearing the pinball maker's coat. What do you mean weird, Theo? Was run by a fella called, he thinks, Nioflox something, who wore a yellow dust coat like the one you have on, right now. He squints at you, weird guy, never liked him. Okay, but, the man looks around, how'd she get up? There's no room for a staircase in the building, or an elevator for that matter. The elevator is outside the building. It's an old dumbwaiter used for moving pinball machines up and down the workshop. From there, a door leads straight to the roof. You can just step outside. Ruby could have gone up, shot him, and come down under 7 minutes. That's quite the theory, he turns to Eugene. We need to have a look at the secret passage, boys. I'm on it, boss. Right when the law clears, me and Angus are going up there. It's a dumbwaiter, not an industrial lift. How about I go instead of... Shush now, he turns to you. You got something else to back this route up? Or is that it? I also found footprints upstairs in the old workshop. He takes a sip of his beer. Recent. Recent nod. What else could you make out? How recent what size? They were about a week or two old. That's closer. How fortunate. I'll take a thorough look at those prints myself before I believe that cop. Your pinball machines on the workshop still operational. Right? What the fuck does that got to do with Ruby? Just making an observation, let's move on. Fuck. Have you noticed the winch out back on the outer wall of the whirling? That's right. Boom. What did he actually say there? I clicked it too fast. I've seen that winch, I'm not blind, he nods. You've seen it's part of the elevator she used to get up there? Yep. Have we finally established Ruby could have had access to the roof where the man was shot? Firmly, he shakes his head. Firmly didn't go well with what could have. There's a route to the roof. Me and the boys need to check it out. That's what we've established. But a route, he forms a gun with his hand. Does not put that bullet in his head. A gun does that, and Ruby didn't carry one. Phase 2, murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of doubt in the shape of a gun. Show them the antique rifle. There are weapons like this just lying around Martinez. The local pawn shop sold my lost gun to a woman. Maybe it was her. You lost your gun? The blonde man is taken aback, not even laughing. What an idiot. The big man leans closer. Tell me, did you lose it before the murder? Yes. No, you didn't. And Ruby didn't use your lost gun to kill him. Stop thinking about your lost gun, damn it. You'll get a heart attack. This was merely a thought exercise. He did not lose his gun. Let's move on. Show them the antique rifle. A Bell McGarv. He takes the gun, inspects it, and hands it back to you. It's a nut roll. Where'd you get it? There's a cellar under the bookshop. It was hidden there, with others just like it. 20, maybe 30 rifles, Titus. Also broken, but still, there were too many, and there must be other caches too. God damn it. We need to close that dump down for good. Okay, I see your point. There are guns lying around. He shakes his head. Damn it, I thought we found all the old spots. Why was that still there? I've already established Ruby's running drugs. She could have smuggled guns too. God damn, that's just about your favourite topic, isn't it? Titus slaps his thigh every fucking 5 seconds. You were warned not to bring this up. Your best shot here is just to back out of it. Fine, Titus. I'm not getting into it. There's a small 28% chance the shot came from beyond the roof. Now where the hell are we supposed to do with that? That leaves a 72% chance that it did. He's trying to woo us with cop science, forensic shit. I've heard his mumbo jumbo. Yeah, but the mumbo jumbo he's saying goes against his theory A. It does? Yes, he pinches the root of his nose. Just making sure we're on the same page. That's all I've got. I didn't say I'd prove she had the murder weapon, just that we need to find her and move on. I don't know, cop. Why don't you find your lost gun first? The tattooed man bursts out laughing at his own joke. Easy now. Al, this isn't comedy hour. We're not seriously considerate, are we? He almost gets up from a seat. Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would she do something like this? Phase 2, motive, the last component. The big one. Get this and they'll give her to you. Remember, don't piss him off, that never works. It's not why did she kill him, it's why did she organise the cover-up. Maybe it's all part of a leadership challenge. Maybe she killed him because of the thought would curry favour with you. Yeah, it's not about why she killed him, it's why did she organise the cover-up. And I suppose you have a theory on that? She could have just been covering up for herself, Titus. Think about it. Why go through all that effort? It was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging? You went along, but she suggested it. The little man squints, eyes beady. She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit. right when she came back downstairs. Really, Shanks. Class she wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd been first. Time for a logics demonstration. Eugene. He's the fat one, isn't he? Or is he? Titus, let's assume you killed him because he's the head of the business. You're on thin ice here, arsehole, he points at you. It's a thought exercise, Titus, he explains. Think. You kill him. Get up there. Shoot him. Get down. Would you prefer to go on trial with your men as part of a lynch mob or alone for a cold-blooded murder? Alone. I don't drag my men into this shit with me. Fuck. Oh, well, maybe that's helped us, possibly. If she used us, then that's a serious violation of the Hardy Code, boss. But she didn't. She would never do that. The blonde man looks around. Why aren't more of you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus. Glenn. Titus looks grim. I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit. Oh. So he didn't rule her out completely, and she skipped town. This is good. Maybe it's all part of a leadership challenge against you. There's no fucking leadership challenge. A flash of rage. He calms himself. Just when I thought you were taking this seriously, cop, you put your head in your ass. Fuck. Now he's just throwing shit against the wall. Okay, the lieutenant steps in. We've ruled out infighting. That's how it works by exclusion. Remember, all we need to do is rule Ruby out too. That's all this is. There's a bit of truth in there for Titus to react so brashly. He does not like his authority questioned. Maybe she killed him because she thought it would curry favour with you. You had expressed on occasion your dislike of the mercenaries' presence in Martinez, right? Whack someone in my district? That doesn't carry much favour with Titus Hardy. She has to know that. He rubs his chin and looks out the window. It's a kind of chin rubbing men often leaders do when they think of punishment. You have to see it. Things don't add up. We need to talk to her. Silence. He looks around the room. The old man in the corner nods. A very small nod. A slight trickle of tobacco spit on his lip. This is the only opinion he cares for. Yeah, I see it. He puts his beer down. There's only one thing I've been wondering. What about? Ever since you asked me where she is. Add it to your list of suspicions, if you want. I don't know. He smiles a peculiar smile. I don't know where she went. She just up and left. Got real scared too. Wouldn't tell me where. However, hard I asked. I want to know why. Why? She was afraid I would tell you. He looked you straight in the eye. Maybe she was right. By now I probably would. She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behaviour. Why fleeing is always incriminatory. Nice, we did it. Perhaps he looks out of the window again. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy enough. She made sure of that. Okay. So where is she? When did she leave? Friday afternoon, when you first arrived, I got word the RCM was in town. She came to see me, told me she was leaving, and that's when we had our conversation. What was she scared of? I told you, you. Me as in the RCM? No, you as in the cop with the sidearm and the disco clothes. Shit. And a hole in his heart, that first. No. No wonder she's afraid. I'd have come to declare the ending of the human experiment. I've no idea why I should be scared. I'm just a normal cop with regular thoughts in his head. Sure normal, he says without smiling. You know, when I first saw you limping here, I thought she was paranoid. Paranoid or sniffing her own supply, but he measures you up. Now I'm not so sure. What else did Ruby tell you about me? She said you have a funny taste in clothes, he scoffs, and that won't stop. Won't stop? Until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock, that you're a human can opener, that you play suspects against each other, open them up like cans. Fucking hell, the tattooed man shakes his head. Titus, did he just open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did, he nods. Hold on 2 seconds. I just need to change position. There we go. Yes, he did. He nods. Now we can whine about it. Whack him. Or we can go out on our lives. I'm having a go with our lives kind of day. Al, how about you? It's not an actual question. Silence, he nods. Anything else? Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me though. I could see she wanted to. It was burning on her lips. This cop, Titus. This cop, he. But she was too scared. Scared. You should be too. A strange fear creeps over you. A metallic taste in your mouth. Change the subject. Do you have any clues on where she went? She's not far, we know that much. She didn't take her lorry. She's on foot. Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand. You'll never find her. Yeah, he gives a sharp look. And we won't either. She's not really a... The man stares into his beer. Hardy candidate anymore, is she? She's not Glenn. Have you looked for her? A little on the coast. Where have you looked? More precisely, past the waterlock. He nods, southwest. She's not there, so I'm thinking she's there. She's not here, so I'm thinking she's there. Can you tell me where on the coast I should start looking? There are some shit houses there, a cinder block town. The fisher folk there refused to unionise, so that's one place we haven't looked. Great. I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. Time for you to step up. We'll start there. The lieutenant takes a quick note. One more question. What does Ruby look like? Boyish, hair's red dyed. She looks like a lorry man. Do you know what she's doing with Ulan frequencies? The what now? I've no idea. He looks around, boys. She said she's building. His voice is very quiet. A pale emitter. What? We were talking about radio equipment. She said she's doing Ulan frequencies and pale something. I don't know more. There you have it, pale something. Titus puts an end to it. It feels like you'll get to know soon enough. It's not much, but it'll do. It'll have to do. He puts his hand out. Shake it. His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite. Not just granite, tightly packed RCM sergeant material. Just think it. No, he already has a sergeant. That's what you're feeling. He just wasn't sure what you are. Well then, that was fucking intense. Hold on, what's this? You see hawthorn bushes outside. Behind the dockwork as a ceiling height window, the hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers. Oh, it's the key? Right, hold on. I know it says 97%, but we've failed 97% checks before. I want this key, even though I've already got access to the back. I want to speak to the barman. There's a yellowish ribbon tied to one of the branches, light yellow, faded with time. A tiny splash of colour in the blackness of the thicket, hanging from it, a bronze key. It's close enough to the latch up there. One can slide it open and just take it. Surely not a coincidence. Someone's hid a key in the bush. Huh? The big guy looks behind him. I need your guys to hand the key to me. And I need a fatty to get his feet amputated, because the smell is killing me. We can't always get what we want. God damn it, Dennis. You know I can't help it. Sorry, fucko. These guys won't help you. Looks like you're going to have to go bush diving. The hawthorn's got a bitch of a bite. I'm going to enjoy the sight of you in the bushes out there. With a loud thud, the old man stands up, pushes the window open, grabs the key from the hawthorn branch and slides it across the table at you. Take the key. The key is brass. Workshop spare is etched into it. Come on, man. We were just having some fun. Where's the harm in it? I'm tired of listening to your shit. Thank you. Not to the old man. Done. Maybe this is how Ruby got to the roof that night using this key. Wild theory, cop man. The worst thing is, I like it. She's been in the box plenty of times. This would give her access to the workshop route. Boss, I don't want to make excuses for her, but he stops. Go ahead, Glenn. Why did she put it back after she took it? Oh shit. Look at Glennie and his girlfriend. It's a solid point. Shanks, there's a lot of things about pinning this shit on Ruby. Be careful when you find her, cop. Be fair. Give her a chance to defend herself. Okay. Done. Well then. I wonder... I think if we had have found that before speaking to him, it would have helped us pass it. But we passed it anyway, so we're all good. Ah, nice. Now, it's 9 o'clock. And is it 9? I can't remember what time this guy goes to bed. So what I want to do is I want to go back to the corpse. I want to send him away with the corpse. Then I want to do some exploring and speaking to the barman and stuff. And that'll be a nice... just tie things up. Right. What's this? Volition. You think you have a pretty hot suspect right now, don't you? The ruby of yours. Yeah, and? Notice how it came together without casting too much suspicion on Clatcher. It was nice and ruby-centric in the end. What do you mean? Anything strike you a bit off about this mishmash? Well, the bullet didn't have come from... Well, the bullet didn't have to come from the roof. It could have come from anywhere on the coast. The footprints in the pinball workshop didn't fit with the odd soul's prints on the crime scene, that's right. No, they didn't. So far, no one has mentioned hearing the shot. Notice how this hadn't come up at all. Even the Hardy and his boys didn't mention it. And the bullet didn't have to come from the roof. It could have come from anywhere on the coast. Absolutely. It could have come from anywhere. But you're suddenly so certain it came from the roof behind the window. Okay, I'm done finishing this. It's a good thought, though. That's right. Finished thought. Just finish it and conveniently go on. She's watching you leave right now. You know that? Freeze the bird on that roof. Lighting up a cigarette and thinking, am I glad Ruby's in this shit and not me? Don't listen to this guy. The theory was solid. He's just jealous. Move on. It's no use harassing her further. Now the thing is though, I don't necessarily think that Ruby did it. I just used that to find out where she was to manipulate the Hardy Boys. I'm not so sure. But also, wait there. We've got the bloody bullet to inspect, haven't we? Right, let's do this. Fractured bullet. The bullet is safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp. Kim's filed out the label. Beside his orderly handwriting, the bullet looks especially sad, like a tiny shriveled head of cauliflower. Feel the bullet through the bag. The squash bullet has some sharp edges where the jacket is split open. It feels cold, even through the bag. What do I do with you, bullet? What? The lieutenant steps closer. I said, what do I do with you, bullet? Well, if I was the bullet, which I'm not, I would say, find the weapon that shot me. Good idea. If we find who owns it, we'll have likely found out who used it, possibly to kill our victim. In conclusion, the more we know about this bullet of yours, the better. Inspect the bullet. The jacket of the bullet is made of yellowish metal. It has blossomed out to reveal a dark grey core. The base of the bullet is close to 5mm in diameter. Look at the jacket. You can just about make out a few striations near the base of the bullet. A little hairlines, linear. It feels standard. And the core? It's quite destroyed. Some of the fragments are still lodged in the wound. What can you say about the bullet so far? It's a jacketed bullet close to 5mm in diameter. Wow, I actually know this. I want to say that. Yes, it's as if you've seen bullets before, officer. It's a jacketed bullet close to 5mm. Okay, it would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle, not from a muzzle-loader, like those typically found on the streets of Martinez. Even the RCM uses ordinary, unjacketed, conical bullets. This is very strange. I like this, officer. Strange means unique. Unique means incriminating. We need to find the gun that shot it. Something tells you that won't be anytime soon. This'll have to be one of those epic tasks that's open for a while. 72% chance of doing that. Okay then. Let's investigate this with a bit of hand-eye coordination, baby. A rifle. Revolutionary period. Your bullet looks to be an old 4.46mm from the surplus left over from the turn of the century. Probably an antique or retrofitted antique. Make. It was widely used with the Belmagov rifle, a Revacholian manufacturer. The Big M. That's the gun we were just talking to them about, wasn't it? The guns we found in the storeroom. The Big M dominated the battlefields of the Insulinden theatre of the Antracentennial Revolution 50 years ago. Incidentally, you have such a rifle with you, the dusty old thing you found hidden in the basement below the commercial area. It's unusable, sadly. If it were, the bullet would probably fit the chamber. Is anyone still making these rifles? No, but Ziegler, a major firearm manufacturer, ended up with a surplus after the war. So there's still a lot of those old military rifles floating around, usually broken. The quality was appalling. Who uses Belmagov rifles these days? Antiques enthusiasts, guerrilla fighters in distant countries, a few lucky jamrock bangers. You're looking for the same thing you found in that hidden weapons cache, only in working order. The lieutenant jots something down in his notebook. What are you thinking, Bullet? I think I know where this came from. The shot probably came from a Belmagov rifle. An antique, that makes sense. There can't be that many breech-loading rifles floating around in Martinaise, or anywhere in Revachol really. Why not? Sure, there's some arms trafficking, but the laws prohibiting the use of breech-loaders were inherited from the monarchy have been effective from what I've seen. Some new RCM recruits get impatient with their muzzleloaders once they've trained with military-grade weapons, but they realise it's worth it in the end. Make you consider every shot. That does make sense. Imagine if everyone, cops, citizens, had access to firearms that could shoot multiple rounds without pausing to reload. After the first shot, the second, the third, and so on. Come much easier. He's got a point. But back to the investigation. Oh, what do you think we're looking for? Could the victim have been mixed up with some foreign guerrilla fighters? Or an antiques enthusiast? Foreign guerrilla fighters. Let's find out. Next step, finding the gun itself. Okay then. Right. More info, more leads, more everything. I'll save over that. Right. Let's send him away with the body, and then we are going to go and do some exploring by ourselves at night. Let's bag him, Kim. Take him away. The lieutenant takes the body away. You work alone for the rest of the day. Done. Task completed. Alright. He takes out a shiny black body bag and starts pulling the plastic over the dead man's face. I will need a little help carrying him. You take the hands, I'll take the legs. Bag the corpse and drag it to the motor carriage. There we go. Right, so Kim's gone, I'm solo. Now, things I want to get done. The doomed hostel. Yeah, we need to talk to God. Wash off the death smell. I might do that now. Find the murder weapon. Locate a working firearm that shoots at ammo. Ask about Ruby in the village. Determine where the shot came from. Get a map from the bookstore. Tell you what. I think the bookstore's probably going to be closed now, isn't it? Yes, it is. We'll have to do that first thing tomorrow morning. But what we can do now is... What can we do now? Oh, yes. Kuno. Yeah, we can do the Kuno thing, can't we? Split a kilo with Kuno. Right, come on then. I've been waiting to do this for a long time. We need to get to the... What's this? The book appears to be erotica, but without actual erotica. We need to get to the apartment block. Oh shit, you know what else we forgot to do? Interrogate the guy? Fuck, I've sent Kim away. Hold on. Sorry, I've just fucked this up. I can't send him away yet. I've got to, funny enough, I've got to go to the apartment block and... Because it was after 9 o'clock. And interrogate the skinny guy. Come on then, we're going to do this. There's a shortcut as well. There's so much to do in so little time. So this guy should be in because it's after 9 o'clock. A maroon glow of light pollution rises from the east. You hear distant traffic. Night is falling on the city. The curtains shift just a little. Someone's watching from within. This is the door we need to be on. Knock. We should return tomorrow. Okay then. So that's no good at all. Ah, fuck, it was tomorrow at 9. I just wasted that time. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Right, out of here. Ah, fuck this. So we can't do that. Okay. Looks like we are going to send him away then go on solo missions. Come on then. But tomorrow, we're going to be able to explore across the canal because the gate's going to be able to be used. Right, get this done quick. Right, I'm making a beeline for Kuno's dad's place. We're going to break in and do his dad. I'm going to do him. Steal the coke or whatever it is. Wait there, whoa, what's this? I'll take that, thank you very much. And this door put us right next to Kuno's place. More stuff. Moss crawls on the bathroom tiles. Actual moss. Tool nut in hand. Use the cutters on the chain. I'm going to save over that. Let's do it, baby. Snip. The cutter goes through them like dead leaves. The links fall to the ground on the other side of the door. Don't let the quiet fool you. The beast is in there somewhere, ready to rip you to shreds with a broken bottle. You can just go in now. Right, well, we might be in for a fight, so let's put some strength on. Right, I think we're going to go in like this. Is he asleep? Cuno de Ruta is the name on the unfinished homework. It's from 2 years ago. Glossy erotica covers the wall, wrinkled from moisture. Writing desk. A phone book lies open on the table, covering a stack of utility bills. Right next to it, in plain sight, sits a small bottle of amphetamine, conveniently equipped with a straw. Take the speed. You pocket the bottle as if it was the most natural thing in the world. Don't wait, celebrate. Blast that shit right here. Take inventory of it. Take inventory of it once the boring table shit is done. Blast it before you face the beast. You're going to need the encouragement. Leave. I don't think I will. Wait there. A bundle of clothes heaped on the bed. A stained parka, some towels and a duvet, some socks even. In the dark, it looks like a nest. Right, leave for the time being. What was this? The air stinks with something sour. Slowly reach out your hand. Something underneath there is breathing. It doesn't give you a shit. It doesn't give a shit that you're a cop. Stop your hand now or you're gonna die. It's not too late. No one's going to blame you for backing out. You don't have to do this. Just get out. Stop being a bitch. Keep extending your hand towards the pile. Your hand touches the greasy duvet, covered in cigarette burns and ketchup stains. You hear a growl. There is something alive underneath it. Pull the blanket off. You see a 60-year-old, fat, red-headed man passed out from large amounts of alcohol and God knows what else. The smell of shit rises from his mouth. You don't have to take him down. He's already down. Talk to me. Are you even alive? A lump of flesh is sticking out from under the blanket. It seems to be twitching from time to time, like the paw of an animal who's having a bad dream. And look, the other foot is camouflaged by a striped sock bearing the name Maxtor on the sole. 3 toes are poking out of a hole. A groan rises from the man's throat, dry like a death rattle. He's trying to say something in his sleep. The man groans once again, but his tongue keeps failing him. It's impossible to make out the syllables. A hand emerges from the blankets, trying to gesticulate something. And then it dawns upon you, clear and surreal. Pig, he says. The fucking bastard. He's trying to call you a pig. You're awake. His hand falls back to the bed, limp and defeated. A loud snort escapes his mouth. He sleeps again. Hey, are you really Kuno's father? The light from the window is weak, but it seems like he is. His wild, unwashed mane bears a familiar ginger tone. Even the hair on his chest is coppery. There's still plenty to be scared of here, just not what you thought. I can't believe it. Kuno's dad can't be a loser. It must be someone else. Doesn't look like you're going to fuck anyone up anytime soon, little man. No response. A pair of half-open bug eyes is staring back at you from the dark, empty and frozen. It's clear that the person behind them is not awake. His half-open eyes give him the look of a dead man, but he is in there and not enjoying himself. Suddenly the man starts growling. 3 words manage to escape his mouth, along with a strong stench of alcohol. Fucking kipped fucks. Do you need help? A pile of blanket grunts. It's hard to say if there's anything left you could do. Whisper, I took you on amphetamine, old man. Silence. Only heat emanates from the sleeping body. He wouldn't be too thrilled to learn you stole his stash. It was the last thing keeping him functional. Leave. So I can't do anything. Nope. Well then. That was a lot less eventful than I thought it was going to be, which is a bit of a shame. I thought I was going to get into a fight there. So let's go and see Kuno. And we've got a couple of things to ask Kuno about as well, which I might actually do before I mention the drugs, because I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them yet. Am I going to give them back, or am I going to keep them? It's a shame you can't sneak into the bookstore late at night and steal, because I could have stole one of the maps. She's still up there. At least she hasn't run away. Now, what type of clothes do you think I'd need for this interaction? Logic, possibly? Empathy, yes. Suggestion and Half-Life. I'll try this.
Fuck, does Cuno care?
So wait there. What did I want to speak to him about before? I forgot. Something. Who put the clothes in the trash? Right, I want to ask him about that first in case I really upset him.
Fuck, does Cuno care?
More question about the crime scene. The dead man's clothes were in the trash container. Point to the container. How did they get there? Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno. I need to know. It could be a lead in the investigation. Listen, he stops you. Kuno doesn't care about the small time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there. Dumpster diving, sad shit. Kuno couldn't hook you up with some... Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags, like shit Kuno's wearing. He points to his pants. Your size, good price, 500 real. You'd have to be blind not to notice giant white letters, FALN, running down his trouser leg. Wait, I asked you what happened to his clothes. You must have seen them lying around. Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around, except for that fucker you took away. Now, you want performance gear or not, Grandpa? Alright, entertain me. What's so great about these pants? These are FALN modulars, FAL modulars. Liquid fit performance crotch. Urban survival shit. Made in Mirova by scientists. Pants scientists. Believe it, you need this shit. He unzips his jacket to give you a quick peek at the plastic wrap pants. They are graphite black and look brand new. These could drastically improve your chances of survival in the urban wilderness. Coach Physical Instrument endorses these pants. They are taut and ready. I might be interested in these pants. Let's talk about this later. Alright. Don't do business with the pig, Kuno. He's going to steal all your money. As you can see, Kuno nods towards the fence. Kuno and C don't trust you. Can't do business without trust. There's more to this distrust than being a pig. He feels threatened by something obscure in you. What that is, however, remains a puzzle for now. There was also a mug in the trash, showing the mug. The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again? Yes, does the racist mug have anything to do with it? Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got a fat brain, he whispers excitedly. You saying you pigs are after the mug, fucker? 'Cause he's the clothes fucker. Can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder, Kuno. That's exactly what I'm saying, Kuno. Someone has tampered with the crime scene, cleaned some of it up. Shit, that's tense. He thinks for a moment. Someone's going to the beat down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator. He nods in approval. The kid may have something there. He's already come up with an interrogation technique too. Kuno doesn't know who put the shit in there, and if he did, he wouldn't squeal. But if you found out, maybe you can. Stop turning into a pig, Kuno. They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching. She lets out a hiss, even meaner than before. Get away from my Kuno, fuckers. Yeah, Kuno jumps back. Get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Right? Pants are 15. +1 saviour fate and +1 physical instrument. They're pretty good. I've more in... I want to discuss the body with you again, Kuno. Where's the rest of his armour? Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armour. How come? That fuck gimp had one thing majorly wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant. A mutant? Do you remember how he looked? Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armour too big for any man. He drills his temples with fingers in some strange aggressive gesture. Kuno doesn't give a shit about the freak armour. Kuno threw that shit away. Really? Oh, come on. He's just pretending that he doesn't care because it's too small for the armour. What do you mean you threw it away? Kuno tried the helmet on. It was too big. He performs a kick off the imaginary helmet. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno. You threw it in the sea? Yes. That shit means nothing, he repeats. Kuno didn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk. Kuno's a monk, is he? You wanna fuck someone about that armour? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour. Shit at the gates. Okay, what do you mean troubadour? Yeah, cock and boots. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit. Came around pretending like he cares about cows. So yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about the armour shit. Coming here pretending like he's cows. Trying to capture people Kuno's armour. Go to the gates, ask him yourself. Yes, this troubadour has it. You can feel it. Okay then. Right then. So we've got a lead on more armour. I think I want to confront this guy.
Fuck, does Cuno care?
Took care of the drug situation. Alright, so you got Kuno's kilo. He rubs his hands together. Here's how we do it. First you give Kuno's kilo, then Kuno gives you your half back. That's how we split it. It's the best way. Street way. Aren't you going to ask how I got past your dad? Where in the street is you sent your little friend in dressed as a hooker? Distracted him in some sick shit. Tell your little slanty-eyed friend, respect from the Kuno. Kuno wants to hear all about it, but first we split the kilo. By kilo you mean gram, right? Kuno knows what Kuno means. I'm keeping it. You don't need more drugs, you're 12. Alright, he taps the side of his head. Kuno knew you'd try that sneaky pig shit on him. Tell him, Kuno. Kuno's got brains. That shit didn't surprise Kuno. He squints at you. So Kuno's gonna give you one more chance. Know this, pig. Shit is major. Major fucking choice, pig. Kuno won't take this shit lightly. The pieces are moving, pig. This is fucking domino shit. Tick, 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 tick. The boy flicks an imaginary domino piece with his index finger. Decision time. What's it gonna be? You gonna fuck the Kuno? This is staying with me. I am the law. Alright, alright. He throws his hands up in the air. You fucked the Kuno. Everybody, Kuno got fucked by the pocket pig. Just when we were getting our business on, the pig throws it all away. I told you he can't be trusted. I told you. The little rat repeats it 6 or 7 times. I told you he'd steal the shit. Relax, see. We got plenty of Kilo. Kilo underground, in the tree. This ain't about that. He turns to you. This is about you and Kuno. You mismanaged this shit. Now everything is fucked between us. How are you going to make this up to Kuno, huh? In truth, Kuno doesn't really believe there's anything you can do to make up for this. The damage is irreparable. I met your dad. Yeah? How the fuck are you still alive, pig? Kuno, your dad's a half-dead alcoholic. He was sleeping under some clothes. What? His eyes become large and round. Fuck right, Kuno's dad was sleeping like a bum. He snaps back. Kuno told you. Kuno's dad didn't give a shit about anything. Fucking breaking and entering shit. That's nothing to Kuno's dad. You got lucky, pig. Kuno knew this. He points to himself. Kuno's fucking violent fiend dad had been drinking hard lately. Kuno knew you have a way in. Narrow window. Kuno window. Kuno window? Come on, kid, just stop. Stop acting tough, kid. You don't have to be scared of him anymore. Whatever scary thing he might have been, now he's nothing. Yeah, Kuno's dad is fucking nothing. He pushes on bravely. Fucking coma shit. Stroke shit. Kuno's dad is so fucking violent, he had a stroke many times shit. Kuno's gonna have one too. Gonna be just like his dad. Speed shit, crime shit, fucking on the bed. Kuno's gonna go out like Kuno's dad. Revachol West style. Stop saying all this sad shit, Kuno. The whisper comes smaller than usual. There's a touch of grief in there. Fuck are you talking sad? The kid breathes in and out like a boxer. Kuno's got hard shit. He punches the air. Death shit. Nothing shit. You don't have to turn into that. He punches the air again. Get your fucking nun ass out of here before Kuno fucks it dead. Another punch, fucker. You think cause you took Kuno's speed, Kuno's gonna sob like a fuck. Turn into, he pants from exhaustion. Kuno ain't turning into shit. Kuno is Kuno. Kuno is that shit. This guy is just fucking crackers. The best thing to do is just be to kill him now. Kuno won, you won, Kuno. The relief is palpable. The little hat jumping up and down behind the fence. Nice. He did not win. There's a crack in there now, and it's spreading across the face of certainty. There was a textbook with your name on it in the apartment. Yeah? He turns even redder. So fucking what? It seems Kuno, not Kuno. Kuno de Ruta. Fuck you talking about? Kuno that kiddie shit. I like it. Kuno de Ruta. He's trying to fuck you again. Fuck out of here. Kuno knows it's fucking lame. That's why Kuno changed it. Kuno can change his name into anything. Don't change your name into that, Kuno. I looked around there. It's not an easy life you've got in that apartment. The fuck do you know about Kuno's life? Kuno got plans. Kuno, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, we got plans. 6 meters underground. Below piping from before the war. The collapsed remains of the Martinez storm drain system. There are 2 stolen flashlights with piles of batteries next to them. Beside 2 bedrolls in the dark. An opening into the lower tunnels. So these 2 must be living underground. There were tons of unpaid utility bills there. Fuck right they were. Fucking 3 years or some shit. That's no place to live in. You have to find somewhere else. That's right, it's a shithole. Kuno's gonna move underground. Elysium shit. Accident, ancient shit. Kuno's gonna live in a fucking catacomb. Yeah, in a tomb, Kuno. The little one seems overjoyed at the prospect. I did right not to give you the drugs. Let's conclude this. That didn't change shit, pig. It only made things worse. Fucking social worker shit. It doesn't work, pig. It doesn't work, Kuno. Only shit works. Well then. I'm off. Maybe we did change something there, but it's not really apparent. So, I need to speak to the dock worker. Come on, let's go and speak to the docks. See where this armor went. This guy, innit?
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you?
That weasel I visited, turns out he has one hell of a colonial mug collection. Yeah, he nods, rubbing his chin. The janitor who gave me the key to his apartment said the guy's a bit of an asshole. Yes, his mug collection certainly represented antiquated. I can't even. Antiquated social values. Like I said before, I don't know much about the weasel, but the boss man said he's a real piece of work. He touches his beret. Thanks for helping out, friend. Actually, do you know anything about the... Ah, hey, you're the man in boots at the gate. Cuno said you know about the armor. He smiles. The little boy did a good on his promise. His promise? To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words, not mine. What happened? I was actually looking into that armor situation. Official union probe, you know. Track it down. See who took it. Did you? At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know. So I went to the boy. He said he'd make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere. The cop's in his pocket and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right there and then, and it still got me into trouble. He smiles. One bad move is all it takes. So Cuno used this to what? Scare you? The probe into the armor. What did you learn? I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk union man about some armor. Okay, anything else? Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part. So Cuno told us to what? Scare you? Before I say that, I want to sort the technical stuff. I did some research into this armadura, let's say. I have friends in the library. He explains with a wary smile. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off. How then? In parts, 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots are still on the guy last I saw, too hard to remove. So as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I let off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia. 4 pieces, helmet, cuirass, gauntlets, boots. What about the leggings? Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. He gives you a jolly shrug. Forget about them, I did. I'm going to find all the pieces. He glances south where the canal runs. I hope it will be a real bonanza for you. So Conus used us to what, scare you? It's a minor nuisance. He's all good. He contemplates taking a swig from his flask. He thinks not yet. Better to get this business out of the way. Sweeter than. Thanks for your cooperation. No problem. He finally takes a swig from the flask. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Manana. Thank him for showing me the way. He is sincerely grateful that he's not tracking down pieces of armor right now. Do you know anything about the Hardy Boys? Lazardis, he smiles. They're an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung. They're sort of like you, preserve the rule of law and all, except it's Everett's law. He takes a swig from his flask, but really, they're just like you. Is he actually comparing you to an officer of the law to some neighborhood vigilantes? Let it go. Right then. I want to have a word with this big guy again. Measure
Your
head.
race descent has temporarily halted, but you will fall again.
I'm going to see if I can pass this conceptualization. I've got plenty of conceptualization in gear. Conceptualization. Right, let's give this a shot.
Your race descent has temporarily halted, but you
50-50
will
chance.
fall again.
I want to subscribe to his advanced race theory. Let's find out about it. Failure. Fuck. Come on, baby. Let me in, because I do feel like I'm the superior race. I'm the genetic superiority.
Your race descent has temporarily halted, but you will fall again.
Oh, then. Ask what kind of races are there first. Classification is core to this stuff. Measurehead, I'm new to this world. Help me understand its races. I need to know what kind of different races there are. There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile C, F race. Cauldron of pedestry. Which one do you need education on? Type A. Those are the Semines, the Aeropagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. You're all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding. A receding genetic pool has led the Maun of reprehensible street parades in Maun cities like blah 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 blah, wearing wooden clogs in their feet and little green tassels on their hats. Who exactly are the Maun? You know them by the names of their nation states: the Orange, the Goralvidans, and the Konigsteiners. My people simply call them Maun. The Maun are proof that you can have too much Occidental racial purity and tassel-centric culture. Inbreeding has led to lactose-intolerant subrace whom no one can take seriously. Okay, got it. Who are Type A then in your view? The Vespertines and Messinians of Vespa and Messinia. The ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the golden Sciantic Sea. The Surinese of Sullaclef and even the North Konigsteiners all have Type A race. Props with these words, fuck me. Blah blah blah. The Mesk are too yellow and olangious to count as a heroic race. True, they are violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular problem. He draws his finger across his face. Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Matriarch music and eat toxic mincemeat based food, which in turn only produces more sebum. Is he talking like this about the Spanish or Mexicans? And who are the Semines and Aeropagites in this? As proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental Type A is in retrograde. The Semines and the Aeropagite are on the ascent. And the Semines are the indigenous people of this insular archipelago, okay? And the Aeropagites, the master race of the Ilmoran deserts. The Semines are descendants of them. We came here during the heroic migration from Ilmora to Insuland, thousands of years before the lactose-intolerant, Maun-ridden Occidentals discovered this place. What's the difference between the two? Aeropagites are sleek, long-haired. Semines are powerful. Fuck me. Blah blah blah, this is a load of shit. Then he continues, the latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the semio-argipita. I fucking don't care what this cares anymore. The words are too ridiculous. This guy's a twat. Nature was not capable of more. Type B. Mud coloured. Blah blah blah. Fuck this. What have I got myself into here? Any more? Then there is semioculture. Are you sure you wish to know of that? Yes. Continue. Continue. Now that we've been through all the types, I understand advanced race theory? You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You've not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it. How do I word the mystery? Thought gained. New task. What is the race enigma? You need to internalize what you've heard here today, then return to me. This clarity does not come instantly. Okay then. Let's give this a shot. Advanced race theory. -1 drama. A massive, fantastic racer swirls in your head. Desert pygmies playing with their own excrement. Kojuko's judging potatoes. Eczema-ridden Morns grinning and dancing on wooden clogs. Everyone is in there, the whole race gang, plus some that you may have come up with yourself. The thieving subkits and the socialite cast of fortunate hatching some kind of scheme. In the eye of this race Empyrean, a vertigo reaching up to the heavens, you sense something. Draw nearer, nearer. Internalize. I'm going to subscribe to Advanced Race Theory. Now, tell you what, I'm going to call it an episode here. And actually, wait there. While we're here, stop. I want to go somewhere else. So there's a couple of things I need to do next episode. There's 2 places I want to go. I want to go back into here and speak to the rich guy. Because we have to speak to someone rich. Get a reality lowdown. Lena encouraged you to ask others to explain the world to you in greater detail, perhaps a rich person. So, we know of that rich person. I'm probably going to go around and speak to everyone on the map to check that I haven't missed anything. And we're also going to obviously wash up the death smell before we go to sleep. We're going to ask Clashjet about Sunday night since we've getting rid of Kim. And there was something else, wasn't there? Oh, yes. We're going to speak to Gort about a couple of things. We're going to speak to him about the secret passageway, and the victim's clothes in the trash. What about where is the rest of the armor? And Kuno lied to me, so I need to speak to Kuno. Right, we've got a whole load of things we need to do next episode, so I'm excited to get that done. See you there, lads.